Okay. Okay. Killer7. Yeah. Alright, thank you, Feck. I love this title screen. It's so stylistic. Uh-oh, my controller's not working. Yeah. Oh. Why? Because when I'm using Dolphin, I need to have the adapter set to uh to Switch / Wii U, and then when I'm playing it here, I set it to PC. Yep. When I'm using Steam, I set it to PC. All right. So we're already on the last chapter of Killer7. It's called Smile. It is the longest one. There's like 3 parts to it, but it's still it'll probably only take us like a couple hours. There it is, Smile. Look at all we've been through. Yeah, every other chapter is 2 parts. So Angel's a 1-parter, Sunset's 2, Cloudman's a 1-parter, Encounter is 2, Alter Ego's a 1-parter, and then well, actually, it's pretty much a 1-parter. You go back to the trailer for a second just to then go immediately fight the Handsome Men. But it's pretty much, it's essentially still a 1-parter. There's only 1 level to it. The other 2-parters have 2 levels. And now we have Smile. Who could this be? Who could this mysterious fellow be? Gerald, yeah. Alright, so I didn't catch this the first time I played, or probably second. That is, Hirosai, I think his name is? That is the Japanese dude who was informing... Oh, there he goes. That's Matsuken, But anyways, that dude was the guy informing Garcian in the start of the Sunset chapter about the whole Japan getting missile attacked and what he should potentially do to try to help with that. Matsukin killed him apparently, because I think they were both in rival political parties in Japan. Yeah. So there's that. That scene used to confuse me so much because I had no idea what was happening.
Hello, Mr. Smith. The election is drawing near. Have you
Decided on your vote.
If you haven't, please let the
Republic Party make the most of your precious vote. Thank you and have a nice day. He's eating pizza for breakfast. Alright, so check on Harmon, old Harmon Smith. This is not good. Samantha is not doing too good, and Harmon is missing. There's no Harmon. Samantha's gone. Well, no, Samantha's... I don't know exactly what happened there. I don't know if she was abusing Harmon yet again, and then he killed her and ran off, or someone came in and killed her and kidnapped Harmon. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but Harmon is missing. Futility said me after I eat 20 wings. The pizza is a deep symbolism for how all the political parties are trying to get a piece of the pie. That's probably... So anyways, after the whole game, you hear the banging and screaming and yeehaw, and you cannot go into any of these doors over here, but suddenly you see Forbidden Room is now available. So let's see what that's all about. Usually you would instinctively try to leave, because after you talk with Harmon, you leave, but it won't let you. And you're like, what? And that's what makes you turn around and try the only other place you can try. And I love that build-up. The whole game you hear these noises coming from over here and you can't check it out. Look at this.
Check.
It's Harmon and Kunlan doing what they do best.
What a coincidence. Check.
They're playing chess.
This time, the game is mine. Do you want to hear a story, Harmon?
This is good, a really good scene, actually.
Why not?
There once was a young man who had a promising future. The center back position was his to keep, and no one could take that away from him. Any play was a fair play. No one blew the whistle on him. Everybody loved him. Not to mention his campus sweetheart. Ooh, she was something. They were the perfect couple. He graduated from Columbia with an MBA. His opportunity was infinite. He could do whatever he wanted with his life. But was he satisfied? No. Every night he would cry, begging the Lord. Something deep within needed awakening. Then one day it happened. That moment when the subconscious rises to the surface. Well, the way it triggered was very simple. It happened when his mother came on to him one night. As if the spirit of Jack the Ripper had taken over his body, he stabbed and stabbed until you couldn't tell who she was. You know what I think?
Kinda looks like...
An angel whispered into his ear. The angel gave him the extra courage he needed to give her the divine retribution she deserved.
Sure she wasn't the Hell's Angel?
I'm pretty sure she only had good intentions.
You really are a villain.
I had nothing to do with it. But I must
I really
admit,
like that scene.
my memory has become a bit misty these days.
Now they notice Garcian and their reactions. They're like freaking out. They're freaking out. And the weird thing is, like, Kunlan's laughing, but he looks like he's terrified. He's like laughing, and it's like it's like, I don't know, like it's weird. If you notice, it looks like Garcian's holding a golden gun in that scene. I didn't want to like interrupt the story, but as for those of you who have played this game later on, or have seen the game later on, you obtain a golden gun. Doc said maybe Samantha being like that is a tie into the persona thing, since personas can be defined in a whole or in part by the relation to other people. It's not that she's dead, just that without Harmon she isn't. Maybe. It's possible. Like how people laugh when they're nervous. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if Kunlan thinks it's funny, but at the same time he's kind of disturbed. Harmon's in fear, like, and it's called the Forbidden Room. Like, a real interesting thing about this game, and with some pseudo games in general, is you get like bits of lore within the mechanics of the game. Like, we're never explained what that room is, but when you look at the label of it before you go in, it's called Forbidden Room. So it's like Garcian's not supposed to go in there, but then he did, and they see him there and they're freaking out. There's another thing to keep in mind. So Harmon's missing, so we went in that room and we see Harmon, right? Harmon and Kulan playing chess. After this part, Garcian will tell Mills that he's missing, even though he just saw him. And I don't know if that's because the Harmon in that room is a different Harmon, or if Garcian's blocking out what is going on in that room. Because it's like a safe, it's a forbidden room. It's like he's not supposed to see what's going on in there or know what's going on in there. So he doesn't like... Yeah, it's interesting. It could even be taking place at a different time or something.
The remnant parties have started making their move.
Important scene.
I felt a disturbance in the air. What's gonna happen?
Terrorism. Different from the smiling faces. It's hard to predict the kind of terrorism Japan will engineer.
Terrorism using wit, most likely. Think they're capable of damage devastating enough to shake the foundation of the United States?
I need you to fly to Philly, right? A former aide to the leader of the UN party has information. He goes by the name Matsuken. Okay, he's staying at the Union Hotel. Now find him.
Who is he?
Kenjiro Matsuoka. He's the only guy remaining that belonged to the UN party. Now, he's the leader of 10 million secret Japanese members that are scattered around the world. He is a major force.
10 million?
What do you think they're capable of?
If they gathered in one state and organized their votes as one large block vote, then...
They could win the seat of a state. It's gonna be a wild game, because everyone's gonna want a piece of Matsuken.
The master has disappeared.
Yeah, Garci. About that. Look, I need to tell you something real important.
Go ahead, lay it on.
Let's see, how should I, Okay, 30 years ago, you and Harmon...
Well, Rip Mills, he was a real one. So messed up. It's like Garcian's only friend. That's like the one guy who's had our back this whole game, giving us the info. It's freaking sniped in the middle of one of our meetings. But notice, it seems like Mills even knew something about that. He tells Mills, Harmon's missing. And Mills says, about that, and he starts to explain something, and then he gets killed. What did Mills know, and what was he going to say? Aside from... There is some information we get in a bit, which we'll get, but there's still some uncertainties. Say Harmon... let's say that Garcian's Harmon did get kidnapped. Did Mills know about that? The Crusade at Hotel Union. Union Hotel. Matsuoka Kenjiro's confidential meeting with the United Nations. Yeah, he got sniped over and over. Really messed up. One of the only relatively normal people. Oh, hang on. Look who it is. Look who it is.
Welcome to the Union, sir.
It's our boy.
How many nights will you be staying with us?
Actually, I'm meeting someone.
It's Edo.
Oh,
From
Mr.
Flower, Sun, and
Smith.
Rain.
We've been expecting you. The top floor. Please use the elevator in the back.
And then you hear that music. Very Flower, Sun, and Rain type music.
How do you know my name?
I remember all the faces of our guests. Even your bag, sir.
Huh?
Gone. Edo is an enigma. I don't think we quite know. Because Edo makes an appearance in Flower, Sun, and Rain, of course. And he also makes an appearance in this game. And he makes an appearance in the Dance in the Dark manga. And he seems to... Okay, so this part's messed up because if you go this way, there's a freaking mother smile, which is very hard for Garcian to kill. This is the one time where they put you in a really bad situation. I went the wrong way. So what you want to do is go this way, and you'll find yourself right at Harmon's room. You try to fight that mother smile, good chance you're gonna get killed. If I like Edo, I'll love Control. Is this the same location as... No, that's the weird part, is that every time Edo has appeared in a hotel, it's been in a different place. But he seems to be kind of like a ghost-like figure. Whoops.
Don't make me say it again.
Maybe.
I've changed my makeup.
Okay.
I feel like everyone's
I'm
everyone's already unlocked. And now you'll notice ever since what happened with Samantha, we have a new save person. It's Steward. I don't think Steward is ever officially introduced in the story. Like he's never really... Is he really made reference to? There might be like one note actually, but I don't know, it's been a while. Oh no, a micro smile got me. Now, if you don't shoot the mother smile, it'll just stay where it is. I'm gonna build up some blood first. Oh, here it comes. Jesus! Okay, well, at least we didn't die. Fact said, I think that's a title, not a name. Well, that's... Yeah, probably, but that's normally where it would say Samantha, so... That suggests that they're comparable with each other. Now keep in mind the location of each of these soul shells.
I'm a ghost.
Bullet. You know what was interesting? I was watching someone play a bit of the Japanese version of Killer7 last night. And I know there's like little differences, but most of it is really just that the Remnant Psyche's dialogue, their voices. I think this is the Game Over music.
Doesn't it?
But one difference I noticed when I was watching them play is when you're in a Almeida City and you have to run past those posters, those billboards, to get the answers for the quiz. In the American version, you just run past them and they just pop up on screen as you run past one at a time. In the Japanese version, you have to actually select them and then it zooms in on them that way. And I don't know why. It seems like kind of a weird specific detail. So let's see what Zara have to say here. Master, it's dark. The prospects are so very dark. I feel a dull tide of despair. This is sure to mean something. My old intuition speaks to me. You are surrounded by vicious traps. Perhaps this has gone far enough. Any more of this and you'll take years off your life. Leaves us to the Hellion. Yeah, so he's telling you use Dan, because there's going to be a nest coming up, or probably. Oh, it's right there. See, they tell you use Dan, but once again, if you want to be faster and efficient about this, You don't want to just use Dan.
Doesn't.
Want to do. It's also possible that they really wanted Japanese players to focus on the billboard a little bit closer because because it's in English. Yeah, Coyote. Destroy the yellow spots first, save a lot of time and vials, rather than just using Dan for all of those. Each one of those shots would have been 3 vials. Which, once again, we have a lot, but why not save where we can? Plus, if you're on a harder difficulty, it's even more useful to know that. Look how Dan's fit today. He's got a dark red shirt with the brighter red tie. Very bloody. What's with Dan's down attack?
Yes.
That's right, he just crushes them. Everyone has their own down attack. Garcian's down attack, he hits him with his suitcase. Another soul shell sitting here on the window. There's gonna be a Travis back here or something. Oh, Harmon's room. You don't really need to go in there? Why? Why? It's not letting me freaking select it. Hello? It's just straight up not letting me select this room at all. Like, we don't need to go in this room, but that's very strange. Wow. I don't know if that's like a port issue or a control. The controller's working fine. That's weird. We have a lot of blood to deposit too. I really like the colors to these rooms. When you look at these rooms, and then if you go back to the opening cutscene of Travis Strikes Again, where Dan's on the phone with Badman, you'll see why I was so hyped, because it looks exactly like this hotel. Like, the visuals and the aesthetics are like, oh no. It's still not letting me... It's not letting me go right here. But I can pick the hallway. Can I do it from here? That is weird. It's very strange. Actually. Like, Samantha's not even... There's just no one there.
Maybe.
I've changed my makeup. Did you?
Maybe. Okay.
Everyone's pretty much...
I'm
up
not
this-
a monster. It's only a mask. I'm okay.
I've changed.
Maybe.
Don't make me say it.
I've changed.
Okay.
I better be able to go in this room. Let's see. Here we go. Very strange. Oh, there's gonna be Travis in here, probably. Nope, it was our Master, it's dark. I'm in a tailspin of confusion. It's also transparent. It is. The climax is where the scenes of the dead come in. They walk the construction site without reason. They utter sweet nothings without reason. Their smiles shine without reason. It's all a trap. A trap that leads to death. I can see through it all. I'm keenly attuned to the omens of death. This place is trouble. Behold this light. They thirst for blood, they thirst for meat. We're perfectly ready to return home. Please, cut the cord. So at the end there, it becomes a hint. Wow, yeah, I cannot... Hang on a second. Right here, I cannot choose the bathroom right now. Like, anything that's straight to the right, even though I can go straight right here. Let me unplug and replug my controller and see if it helps. I played through this port before, and I don't remember having that issue. It's still doing it. So we have to do it from this direction. Wait. That's concerning. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I guess I could use the mouse if I really have to, but that's weird that it's doing that. Yeah, don't touch the bathtub if there's a freaking hairdryer inside of it. Now we can. Look, right here, I can't go right. Wait, hang on, how did I do that? I'll like fix this. Next time I have the chance to save, I might just I might restart the game and see if that fixes whatever's going on there. The controller's acting fine, but for some reason, whenever there's a direction option that is straight to the right, I cannot select it. It's not letting me. I have to use the mouse to do it. But the controller's letting me go left and right and up and down just fine, so I don't think it's a controller issue. 13 smashes. Oh no! Like right here, I cannot pick room 404. For whatever reason, I could do up, but I can't do right. I've never had this problem before. I think there's like, I think straight up the port, some went funky with the port, that's all I can think of. Master, it's dark. Much too dark. I can't take it. They were shot here too. 6 were killed. This portends an ill fate. I can see the remnant spirits. Their faces. Gradually rise up. Leave this to the mask. Modernized controls. I wish all games played like Killer7, then they would all be perfect. Like right here, I can't pick the bathroom, but I can pick the hallway. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna, yeah, like next time I get to a save point, I'm gonna restart the game and hope that that does the trick. Oh, these are purple smiles. Poison smiles, the only type of smiles that Mask can't kill, I'm pretty sure. Or one of the only. What I'm gonna do... change directions. Yeah, I never had this issue with the port either, Fact. That's what I'm confused about. I played through this game before. On this port, I mean. Right here, I can't pick Harmon's room. Very strange. And it's only things that are like straight to the right. But when I'm aiming here, you can see that I can go straight to the right. So I have no idea what's up with that. Oh, it's Handsome Black. Bloody Psychopaths Killer7. This place marks your grave. Don't be scared. Killer7 committed a crime here. 6 people dead. Is that not the work of the devil? We couldn't defeat them. There is no justice here. Only the purity of atrocity. The voyage of the Killer7 begins. I should show you some of Kevin's vile moves since I usually don't get the chance to. Look at that, got him at the last second. His 3 charge, he throws like multiple daggers. I think you can kill multiple smiles with it. I'm usually not really using Kevin to kill people generally though.
Don't make it.
Maybe.
I've changed my...
Okay. I'm not. I'm okay.
Kevin's another character that you don't really get much information on in this game. It doesn't help that he doesn't have any voice lines.
I've changed.
Since he's mute.
Okay. I'm not.
I think a hand in Killer7 is a little bit information on there. Like I think they say he's British, he's albino, and I believe he's gay because I think they said that one of parts of his backstory is that he was forced to kill the man he loved or something. Something like that. It's like very like bits of information. Oh, hang on. This might do the trick. Oh, that's pretty cool. So like, if anything, if they do get to do an extended version of Killer7, it would be cool to see more of like the characters' backstories that we didn't really get to see. Because we see plenty of Dan. Dan gets a whole chapter, which is like a 2-part chapter just on him, like, and Curtis's background. Mask gets a little bit in Sunset. You see him, he gets a couple scenes in that one. And then you learn that he was like a luchador and stuff, which isn't that surprising considering how he dresses. Garcian, of course, he's like the person you're focused on the most in this game, so you get plenty of him. I mean, this is like Garcian's story, pretty much. Like, the overarching main plotline that we get the most information on is Garcian's. And then Harmon, of course. Oh, look who it is. It's Mills, and I can't select him because of the... Mills acting weird. Shit, I blew that one. I guess it figures. What's wrong, brothers? Why the glum face? You know, I'd always wanted to die like a guy in the movies. Chest riddled with bullets, right? Well, I got my wish. It's the work of the government. Our lives are no more valuable than an insect's. Once you get close to the nation's secrets, you become expendable. Did we open a black box? Here's the truth. The nation's voting system is the key. I delved even further. So, what do you think I found out? About what it means to control a state election. It's still a secret. In time you will know, brothers. If you manage to survive, I'm sure we'll meet again. Sorry to keep you, but this room is too dark. Please, light me a candle. I'll wait here. Yeah, it's so sad seeing Mills like that after having all those scenes with him. Like, he's like one of the only like real talking people you get to interact with. And now he's a remnant psyche. I already have the fire ring equipped. Should have the power ring equipped when I'm not using else. Oh, one of these guys. I like it when you get to this form of mask, he doesn't even have to reload anymore. You can kill that? Oh, you can. I wasn't sure if mask could kill that guy. What if I do a charge attack on you? Oh, I should have killed that nest with mask actually, because it's really cool. Still not a save room. There's at least one more nest we'll run into. It's a big one too. I think it's like one of the biggest nests. I'll use that with... Usually you have to use Dan to kill the nest because of the red spot. Or spots. Some of them have more than one. But I'll do it with mask. His twin tail cape is pretty cool. Oh god. Master, it's dark. Dark as in screeching for death. Meaning big trouble. This place is bad news. Bad news with a capital B. And if I say it's bad news, You better believe it's bad news. Let's leave this to the thief. That means Coyote. Oh, duh. I'll just press 4 on the keyboard. That is one of the coolest things they added into the port, is you could just press a number on the keyboard, switch to that persona without having to press start. There he is. Look at him. There you are, Smith. I was waiting for you. Do you remember this hotel? Let's talk straight for once. Well, suit yourself. It was stuck into this sofa. I found it again. What does this bullet mean? You know, right, Chief? This charade is all over, my friend. Yeah, he's got that New York shirt on. One of Travis's sets of shirts in a chapter, I think we've already been through that one. It's pretty dark. I think each shirt actually represents a place where like a mass tragedy happened or something. But I think we already did the chapter. Oh, no, no, no! Holy crap. I couldn't go right because of the game acting funky.
You're fucked.
Probably just a Harmon's room over here. These both are very dangerous enemies.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
There we go, save room. Alright, I'm gonna save and then restart the game and see if that fixes the problem. Even right here, I can't go to the right side of the room right now. Where would it... Gonna reopen it real quick. It laughs itself closed. Hopefully that fixed the problem. Yeah, for some reason you do the whole chapter thing in the moon. And by the way, notice how the moon is just normal moon colored this time. Every other chapter it's like red, yellow, blue. And then when you get to this chapter, it's just like an accurate representation of the moon. I'm just gonna play it safe and your boy Kevin. You ever just, if you don't want to deal with something, just use Kevin. That's the trick. What happens if you try to go to the rooftop? Because you can't go to the rooftop until... Oh, it's just not an option. It's still not letting me pick the room to the right. That is so weird. Maybe Kevin's more of a ghost than the others, that's why he doesn't talk. There's this one little note about Kevin. They say he doesn't talk because if he does... like, he has like a god voice or something? I don't know. I cannot. There's another save spot just right here. Yeah, like a Black Bolt situation, apparently, supposedly. That might even be in the manual, actually. I could take a look at it. I have the original manual. Master, it's dark. Much too dark. Way too much atmosphere. I smell a rat. A bloody rat. A maimed rat. Danger level at red and approaching DEFCON 5. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. We're in for it. Once you use the ring, you can never go back. It's the time of reckoning, there's no looking back. Game of Harmony. It was always like doing everything he can to warn us about doing this. So I already know we need the wind ring so we can blow away these cherry blossoms. Pretty. Alright, so this is an important conversation that might not make any sense right now, but let's see what we can get out of this here. First we deposit all our bullets. By the way, this guy is apparently supposed to be a Heaven Smile, I think, if I remember correctly. But he just, for some reason, decides to make a deal with you. Like if you give him these souls, I don't know. Just flip up those stairs real quick. Alright, are we gonna do it? Are we finally going to the middle? It's the last chapter after all. They make you walk right past it. Empty new. Ha 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 ha. Hey. Don't get me wrong. I didn't lose a screw or anything. It just tickled. Tickled up and down my spine. That monster is gross. Oh, I remember this. Covered in bumps. Pop them gross bumps. Somebody put it out of its misery. Alright, so this guy kills you instantly if you don't kill him first. And there's a clear trick to this. Time response. So you want to destroy all these bumps, like the kid said. The trick is you want to leave a big one last. You'll see why once we do that. I keep like double tapping when I don't mean to as well. I wonder if it's just because I'm using a USB controller. Alright, yeah, he does that, which is terrifying if the bump is in a really hard to hit spot. And if he touches you, you're dead. I realized I forgot to bring OBS back up. There we go. Gotta have OBS up because you never know when something's not going right. Bloody hell. Alright, here we go. Room. This is called the room. Gonna be in here, I wonder.
You the one they call Matsuken?
No, Kanjiro Matsuoka is not here. I already handed him over.
Where?
How about I give you a clue?
You know we don't have time for puzzles.
Of course. A new informant is waiting. When you find yourself getting close to the truth, please come again. I'm afraid our time is up. Good day.
All that. And then we get there and this mysterious guy we've never seen before is like, well, come back when you're closer to the truth. Good day. And the chapter just ends. There's something about like the pacing of like these scenes that they're so good. Alright, so we're back in Garcian's trailer house. Part 1 is over. Forbidden room is still forbidden. Definitely save. So this next part we're about to do is pretty much like the last big part of the game. Look, no Harmon. The dismissive way he said, no, I already handed him over. Yeah. We were supposed to meet Matsukin there, but instead it was just this guy we've never seen before who doesn't explain himself, and he says, nope, go away. Come back later if you figure things out. Standing next to another guy that we've also never seen before, which he never gets explained, by the way. They talk about that character in Hand in Killer 7. I'll talk about it more when we get back to it, because we will revisit those people.
Is the word punctual even in your vocabulary? It must be easy being you. Come and go whenever
Her
you
voice
please.
actress might sound
Your
familiar.
identity?
Linda Vermillion. I was the one hired to kill Mills.
What?
Mills was a slave, kissed up to the government. The government's interest was his interest.
That's our job. That's what we do.
Is making a move for the interest of the country an assassin's job too?
Who are you, really?
I'm a protector of the country. You'll soon know who I am.
Hold it.
See? You already know. It's your last job.
Such a weird
Use
outfit
your eyes to decipher how the system
to be
works.
wearing, especially in the
And then
snow.
seek the real enemies.
Jennifer Hell is everywhere, yeah. Yeah, she's a little bit of a history of Suda games, but she's in No More Heroes as well. The desperate struggle in Coburn National Elementary School. Contact the National Hub. Wow, that sounds like an exciting mission, doesn't it? What does that even mean? Quiet. If you're overheard, you'll be in deep trouble. Let me tell you straight up, just between you and me. This is the spot where the Homeland's elections originate. The spot for the primaries for the first presidential election. The first president of the US was the principal of this school, George Washington. Win over your neighbors and win over the world. That's the way politics works. I wonder if, like, the first president of the US is, like, not a known thing in Japan, so they think that's really mysterious to say that. But I guess another thing is you could just be like, well, this is an alternate universe, we already know that. The world definitely never banned flight travel and the internet at any point. Master, this is hot. Ouch, feel the sting. A hot, muggy night. I'm feeling rather aroused. A titillating fragrance wafting through the air. A perfume called conspiracy. Master, this may be your last job. Use the personas of the Syndicate with abandon. In the name of harmony. Alright. I don't know the exact perfect, most efficient way of doing this. I think I'm supposed to come to this room last, actually. Yeah, because I don't have the object I need yet. Let me just look in here just in case. This was the one puzzle that as a kid I remember getting stuck on for a while. and then I thought it was gonna be hard, and I think we figured it out pretty quickly. The last time I played this. Gosh. I want to give this port the benefit of the doubt and say it's my controller, but it's weird that it would only be affecting this one. Don't make me say it again. I'm a cleaner. Okay, we come back here later. Oh, there's a cassette here though. There we go. Came up here for a reason. I like that they got those images in high def somehow. I wonder, they must have had the files for those, huh?
Hurts, doesn't it?
A little. Master, this is hot. It's those suffocatingly hot enemies. But who are those two? Acting like kings. Probably think they're hot stuff. Well, I'll be damned, not even a word or even a hello. All gathered up with minions in tow. It's enough to make me retch. Add a cigar to the picture. And behold our decadent times. You could learn a thing or two from my understated master. Use barefoot for the ladies' room. Yep. J-Raid. No way. No way, no how. Yo, what kind of toilet is this? What is this, like freaking 1892? Dear Amir, I'm preparing to leave my house. There are 6 bullets in my trusty gun. Their purpose is to put you out of your misery. I sincerely wish that each and every one of them nails you squarely in between the eyes. And now I'm off to kill you. Surprised, I asked Master Harmon, asked him to kill you, Amir. Harmon is right here with me. The maid is with us too. We're all going on a little outing, a picnic with your name on it. This took all my resources. I bet you're at school now, which means you'll face the wrong end of my pistol in just moments. Wait for me in the principal's office. This is the code. 55549. The lock is secured with a double code. You'll need the second code to open the lock. Even I don't know that code. It's your job to find it. Everything's ready. I'm delighted that I can finally meet you. Harmon is laughing with me. Hey Ghost, what's Killer7? I never heard of it. Oh, it's just the best game ever heard of. Ever heard of? It's the best game. But yeah, thanks for the raid attempt, Kiko. I appreciate it. Well, the toilets that where the top of it is really up high because it has to use gravity, that's outdated. I've actually never seen one of those toilets in person before. I know they exist, but I've never personally seen one. Even the maid is laughing. What the hell are these guys do? Master is waiting for you at the hotel. We will kill this man for you, Samantha Smith. Raid, look, I appreciate all just kind gestures towards my being. Okay. The thought that counts. Yeah, but notice that this Amir person that we've been hearing about since the start of the game, that those letters have been addressed to. The dude's like, you know what? you haven't paid me my. He only owed him like $100. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna kill you now, and I know you're at school, so I'm gonna get you there. It's like, dude, you're gonna freaking kill someone who's still in school. Why am I hurting those guys? What did they do? They laughed at me. Can't you hear them laughing at me? You collect cassette tapes in this game. That's the main goal. It's kind of like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater when you have to collect the VHS tapes. I wonder if you still have to do that in the new ones. In the remake of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Ow.
Doesn't it?
But actually, Ghost, those are called the Heaven Smile, and they are terrorists of some kind. It is a bit of a Mark Hamill-esque laugh, now that you meant. Use someone else this time. Got him. Ow. Uh-oh, I'm low on blood. Better use someone else. That guy means there's a soul shell over there, which is something we want. Can someone in chat let me know the rundown of the story? Good luck. Well, the basis is there's this group of assassins called the Killer7, and they are basically all alternate like personas of the leader Harmon Smith, and so that's what these are all. Different people that are and you can switch between them at any time, and they all have their own abilities and stuff, and they basically like work for the government. They go on like missions to deal with things. Jesus. Oh, I need a... Oh yeah, Japan got blown up. That also happened. That's true. Change the world. I don't think I can go in there yet, can I? Not yet. If only that happened in real life. What do you have against Japan?
Don't you calm.
I've changed my makeup.
What did you say?
See, they all have their own little thing they say. When you were asking the plot to the game, it kind of reminded me of when Suda was. Sorry. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when Suda was trying to make Shadows of the Damned, and he had his like original ideas for the game, EA told him There's this thing in America called an elevator pitch, where if you can't explain the plot to a story by the length of an elevator ride, then you're not gonna get your movie made. And that's basically what he told Suda when he was trying to explain like his original idea for Shadows of the Damned. And he wasn't a fan, but Japan made fish real. What do you have against fish? What did fish ever do to you? Look at this. Important. 666L3G. Yeah, I guess it's not the whole story, but whatever they had explained to him, it was like they basically explained an elevator pitch to tell Suda like you need to simplify things, basically. This is hot. I got a hot hint coming on. The podium is sacred. A typical first day of class. Teacher writes the students' names on the blackboard. What's that? I think I see some numbers. Maybe you ought to check them. Yeah, he's just telling us little hints. So, 666L3G. And so that basically tells you need to be looking for a certain locker, which we're not in the right area. This is where there's another one of the very few optional pickups. See if we can find it. There. So that's the only one you have to open, I'm pretty sure. But if you keep shooting it... Aha! Introducing the ultimate wrestling legend, the Iron Mask. So this is an optional pickup where you can miss this if you don't do this. And it completes Mask's outfit, the symbol of ultimate strength. I wouldn't say that the game is clunky. It's a bit unorthodox for sure. I'm actually having a little controller issues right now, so that might not be helping. But, other than that. But you know what? There's another... We're not done here, though, because there's also... that. And we're still not done, though. I could have sworn... there's something else. Okay, maybe we'll see that in a bit. But I'm pretty sure there's a... Oops. Yeah, the game is on the rails, which is very unusual. But yeah, I would say it plays pretty well. Yeah, this is a Suda game. It's like Grasshopper game. I'm definitely... Travis is in one of these lockers. But I don't remember if you have to find him or... Maybe we'll just run into him naturally. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Yeah, forget. I'm sure we'll run into him naturally. different Travis. The Homeland's history is all right here. But there's a catch. The first presidential election created a precedent. An artful technique came into play. Could it be that the vote count isn't always what it seems? What do you do if the truth is all lies? What do you do if your history is a charade? Can't you smell the stench of deceit? Smith, go and peer upon it with your own two eyes, the truth behind this country. I think we're coming upon that big nest, actually. Oh, there it is. Alright, so this nest, I can kill it with mass. Check this out. It's very satisfying. Oh no, I need more blood. Oh wait. There we go. Check this out. Jesus. Everything's okay. Yeah, you can blow up those nests with masks. 5 charge shot, which I'm glad you can do that. Don't raise your voice, man. Nobody knows. Who could be listening? 24 people. That's how many electors have been assigned to this state. 10% of the total vote. Hey, that makes it the key state. Now, wouldn't that be a nice place to control? The lord of the state is the lord of the land. But who must you sweeten to gain this fair prize? It'll take a mountain of money. But for whom to write the check? You must know by now, right? So just tell me straight up. Look at him ready to eat with his big old fork and knife. What is this? That's not a lot of blood. So what do you guys prefer, thick blood or thin blood?
Don't make me say it again. You called?
It's out of curiosity. I'm not ready to go here yet. This is gonna be the first time I get rejected for not having enough shells, watch. Watch. You take those. Oh wait, what? Oh, okay. I didn't think... Huh. That surprised me. You're a thin blood kind of guy? Middle door? Finally, guys, look! After all these years, the middle door! Nope. It's so mean. It's so mean. They put you... They know you've been waiting for that middle door. And they steer you right away. The last monsters come. There are holes everywhere. Like something might come out. What is that? I mean, really? If you get hit by it, it's all over. I got it. It's the face. It came out from his face. Shoot them all down, quick. What am I gonna use here? Just have that triple tap. This is the best smile in the game, watch. Galactic Tomahawk Smile. It's so unnecessary to be called that, but here we are. Uh-oh. That's not good. A weird smile too. You don't ever see that one again. Galactic Tomahawk. Okay. Alright, buddy. All that for a cassette tape. We never even got the cassette tape player. I think I went the wrong way at the start, honestly. Pretty sure you're supposed to be like playing the tapes one by one. I should have known that was gonna happen. I think I remember on the first floor you're supposed to go the other way before you go up the steps. I should have known that. It's fine though. The principal's office. Oh, this is a great scene too, if it's the one I'm thinking of. This is a iconic.
And who might
There we
you
go.
be? Would you like to join me for a game of Russian roulette?
What do you think? Should Garcian play with him?
Come on. How about it, son? If you win, I'll let you in on a little secret. How to hit on women with 100% success.
And if I lose?
If you lose, then I want you to kill the president.
Seems like a fair
All right.
deal.
It's a deal.
You lose this game of Russian roulette, you have to kill the president. Alright. No hesitation. Ghost wants that. He wants
I
that
hate
deal.
to say it, but you got guts, son. No way I'm gonna die today. Or tomorrow, for that matter. At least not until the election is over. It takes more luck than this game to run a country, damn it.
And notice, I love the cinematography here. That big open space next to where... What would be flying in that direction?
I'm hot. It looks like Lady Luck's on my side today.
It's such smart cinematography. No hesitation. Well, let's see, Ghost. Let's see what happens.
What's a country? Who are the people? What are politicians? Who knows? I just wanted to become a president. All I need is to hear the empty click of this gun, and my dreams will come true. It looks like you lose, son. Sorry, but a deal's a deal.
Dang, I guess Garcian lost. Oh!
This gun holds 7 bullets. I'm a professional.
Ooh,
You can't fool me, old man.
got him.
You and I,
The
we're
old
both
7
sick.
bullet trick.
The only time we feel alive is when we put our lives on the line. It's a sad reality. But we people are never satisfied. We'll always seek a higher rush. The history of the United States rests within the walls of this institution. It's an old tradition that has continued since the first presidential election. I want you to see it through to the end. And by the way, women are all the same.
Well, I guess Garcian won. Now look at this. Secret passageway. We're not going to go through there just yet, though. Oh yeah, this game has great music. Very good music. So we got one of these passwords already. The other one we don't get until we read the tapes. I think it's 5. But I didn't pick up the tape player because I'm an idiot. But hang on a sec. Alright, I thought that I had the passwords written down in my case, but I put it somewhere else and I don't remember where it is. Okay, no big deal. We just opened up a shortcut to this area anyways. So we'll just have to come back here. This was originally a GameCube game, Ghost, and it was also ported to PS2 as well. This part always tripped me out because, as you'll see in a second. Master, I can feel it. I can really feel it. This is the end. I don't want to see Master die. I've seen enough. I'm prepared to resign unless you listen to my warning. Master, hear me out one last time. I'm worried about something. Are you sure you don't remember? Those 2 gentlemen? There's something about them. I can't get it out of my mind. Please don't return to the hotel. You must avoid those 2. This really is the end. But still, I have the utmost respect for you, Master. Please acquire all the information on the boy. In the end, the path will open. In the name of Herman. Yeah, it's like this weird garbled... The characters who talk like that are kind of like ghosts, which is why they talk like that. So we can't go to the gym yet, so we're gonna go this way instead. This part always tripped me out because it really seemed like you were running out down the street for a second there. Okay, so what I missed is I was supposed to go this way first. Wait, no, I've already been that way. So... Hang on, did I miss something up here? Laugh, killer. See, he's dead now. The actor pulls the curtain himself. You never know what fate might bring. You can't become the president without getting a little crazy. Hear me out, killer. You're standing on the wrong stage. Sometimes it's harder to let people live. Listen up, killer. This country is pumped. A monopoly on money, power, and interest. The reward, heaven smiles. Foresee, killer. See into the future. This nation will be the focus of concentrated fire, but it still won't die. Figure it out, killer. I'm not dead. Blood flows through Japan again. The UN party and the opposition party are holding secret meetings. Kill, killer. Don't expose the nation's shame. Topple the young members of the UN party. Go, killer. Open the forbidden door. Your mission is to bury the dark pages of history. If you do, paradise awaits you. Damn. Alright, maybe I have to do the puzzle in this room. Maybe that's what I... Hang on, I can't do that yet. Give me a second. Yeah, this is what I was supposed to do, this puzzle first thing, and I thought I needed to come back here later, but that was for something else. Okay, so the puzzle here, I think we need to look at the posters outside first. I'm gonna have to try switching controllers. I don't know why this controller is not letting me go right. Okay, so we have the blue thing is a snake. This Gundam thing has like an Omega symbol, I think that is. There's a yellow beetle and a green tank. Yeah, I really like the sound design in this game, for sure. Whoops. Not that. Alright, so... There's 7 tanks. 5 Omega symbols. 6 blue snake. 3 beetles. So it's 3. Seven snake. 6. God damn it. History repeats itself. Hang on. It was 5 Omegas. 5 Omegas and 6 snakes. So then there was 7 of the other thing and 3 beetles. There we go. And then Travis has a number on his shirt, which we should have already found, but maybe he gives us the tape player too. Let's see. I knew it was 656. Don't peek at me all of a sudden. Can a guy have some privacy? If you have something to say, save it for later. I mean, please, dude. Let's talk somewhere else. Hey, I know a good place. Right over there. The student's secret sanctuary, the private locker. I'll be waiting at the same number as the one on my shirt. Use this. Get the secret tapes. Yeah, he's gonna hand us the player. Okay. I don't know if we have to talk to Travis in the locker now. I'm pretty sure we don't have to. Because now that we have the tapes... Oh yeah, Travis has a great voice. Why am I still Garcian? That's actually funny. I should have switched off of him already. Let's see, did we find all the tapes? We did find all the tapes. I'm pretty sure we're good to go then. Yeah, like each of the remnant psyches have like a weird, like a different type of voice thing going on. Now we could go back up here. And now we could get that missing password. Oh yeah, this is like the end of the game. This is like the last chapter. So it's good. It's kind of weird watching this out of context, honestly. But at the same time, the game is just a really fun experience on its own too. That each chapter is just like, just because you've seen this doesn't mean that you want to find the other chapters entertaining too. It's a really hard story to follow, anyways. So there's always like things that you would miss, anyways.
It's been a few days since the presidential election. Today's the 4th Thursday in November. Rainy. My name's Hulbert, an FBI agent assigned to the Apollo branch.
Good old Hulbert.
An investigation for the Electoral Justice Committee has brought me to this place. My purpose, to investigate any connection between this school and the presidential election. As I dig, I'm finding out that there's a lot of dirt. I knew something was up when they assigned me to take this investigation.
Oh yeah, Ghost.
Whoever
It's a really
finds
cool
this
game.
tape, do me a favor and look for the
It goes
other
on
tapes.
sale pretty often too.
I'll record my
on
findings in
Steam.
these tapes. My first finding, 55549. It's the number of delinquent students here, and also the combination to unlock the safe. Don't forget it.
Alright, so we already have that one. This should be on the next tape.
This is Hulbert. There's more to this safe than I thought. It's got a double lock mechanism. I need another combination, but I figured it out. It's 72712. It's the number of
72712.
criminals in this school. If I'm lucky, I might hit the truth. But digging deeper might cost me my life.
Okay. So hell yeah. See, my memory works. Fingerprint ID. So you do have to actually be Garcian here, it won't let you in. Interesting though, I wonder why. Oh, the safe. Now how do you open this safe? How do we open this safe? That's not the right button. This is so genius. You literally just turn it. And it and you're like, wait, well, what was the puzzle? It's not a puzzle, it's just we know the combination already, but why do we know the combination already? Why is Garcian's head bleeding? He's the only one who has fingers. Now I have the odd engraving. I love that little detail, because I remember the first time I played, I was just like, oh, how do I open this? Oh, it opened. Okay, that was weird. I didn't think about, like, it's not that it was supposed to be a puzzle, but rather you just know the combination with your hands. Whoops, why did I go back in there? Alright, so now that we have the odd engraving... Wait, where am I going? I need to go to the shortcut. The trophy case. And don't worry, we'll listen to the other tapes in a bit. We just don't need to just yet. So now that we have that odd engraving, this is why I conflated my thoughts on this was going to be something I came to later. It's because you go in there to get the tape, and then you come back once you get the odd engraving. So you can use this terminal. But look at this. Vision ring howls. The vision ring is like this weird thing that's just on Garcian at all times, and it never seems to actually have any use. But then suddenly out of nowhere here, you put the vision ring in here. To identify yourself as a mirror, please answer the question. So this is where we actually need to back off. How do I get out of this? There we go. And listen to the rest of the tapes. Gee, I know this is really off topic, but how was Tears of the Kingdom? Is it worth the money? I think if you like Breath of the Wild, you'll probably like Tears of the Kingdom. But now, look at this. If you try to do your scan where you scan a Heaven Smile, with any of the characters, it doesn't work anymore. So that basically suggests that it was the vision ring that gave the Smiths the ability to scan for Heaven Smiles in the first place. And now we apparently just gave up that ability to open this up.
I ran a background check on the boy. His name is Amir Parkreiner. The Parkreiners. A family damned by the devil himself. Some say that they possess the DNA of crime. It's drawn the attention of many academics. It appears that Amir Parkreiner was sent to this school by the government. Assigned as his teacher was the former principal. He's the key person.
His name was
linked
Static
to some
Shock.
kind of underground organization.
Tears of Gustavo Fringdom. You are done. Finished. Link's just on his knees tied up, like in the middle of the desert. I will kill Navi. Who is Some? I would like to have a word with Some. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna need to remember all this information. I have this written down on a piece of paper somewhere, and I think I put it away somewhere. And I don't remember where I put it, because I'm a genius. So, Amir Parkreiner is easy to remember. I already know that by heart. But some of this other information we might need to write down.
Albert. And I must say I'm damn glad to still be alive. Still being able to record my findings. I heard a voice. More like laughter. I tried to locate the owner of the voice. There's something roaming around in these halls. I know it sounds crazy, but you have to believe me. This place is dangerous beyond my imagination. I've got to find a safe place. Just a minute ago, I found a student ID. The ID number is 00480-158.
Does someone get that? It's gonna be a little hard for me to write this down. Alright. I'll just put it in chat. 00480-158. I will kill your infant Deku tree. That's nasty. How can you kill an infant Deku tree? That's just brutal. I like Breath of the Wild but couldn't finish. I have really bad troubles with open world games. Oh, I relate to that entirely. You'll love this game. It's not open world at all. There's a little bit of exploration technically, but it's on the rails. Okay, you guys are trolling, and I don't appreciate it.
It's Albert. It's safe here. Just past 12. A quiet night outside the school. But inside the walls of this school, the voices still continue to echo. I think I'm going to go mad. It sure doesn't help my chronic headaches. Well, at any rate, I confirmed his birth date. It's November 22nd, 1942. Wait a minute. This can't be right. That's over 50 years ago.
Okay. November 22nd, 1942. It's kind of funny that out of all of those numbers, it was the year that they used the full... Oh no, I guess November and 22nd was also the full numbers. But usually you don't say the whole number, you just say the 42 part. I agree with Fac. You should probably wait till the price drops if you haven't finished the first game.
Where Amir is from. There were some documents sent from Alabama regarding his parents' blood types.
Alabama? That's another one?
The father, type A. The mother, type O.
O.
If their blood types are correct, then Amir's blood type must be wrong. It just doesn't match. Not only that, the DNA analysis doesn't match either. What the hell's going on here?
Okay, so I actually remember the state of Alabama. You actually don't... It's kind of a tricky question. It's not that you need to remember the mom and dad's blood type. It's that you need to figure out what Amir's blood type is out of that. Which, is B.
It's
Fun fact.
Albert. I'm in the library of the PTA. About Amir's parents. Or should I say so-called parents. Their names are Michael and Catherine. They died in a car accident when Amir was 4 years old. Something about this car accident seems fishy. I better continue my investigation. I sense something bad here.
Michael and Catherine. I remember writing down the... Michael... Catherine. I remember writing down Catherine wrong, because they spell it very weirdly. Like, I'm not used to seeing Catherine spelled like that. And I remember being stuck for a second because I kept spelling the name wrong. We're kind of learning who Amir is, Ghost. We've heard about Amir throughout the game, bits of here and there, but we don't know who he is, except he seems to be connected with this school. Alright.
My name's Hulbert. My investigations on Amir Parkreiner led me to this school.
It's more the second A,
I'm not
because I
even
think
sure the whole thing's
Catherine,
even real.
not Catharin.
It all seems surreal. I don't know if anyone will believe anything on these tapes, but I gotta tell the truth. Amir Parkreiner died on April 28th, 1952.
April 28th,
The
1952.
registration of residence indicates that he was living with his parents. Then who is the Amir attending this school? Have the records been fabricated? The government has gone too far.
Yeah, exactly, Fac. You didn't catch that, and neither did I the first time I played this game, so I kept spelling the name wrong, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. I wonder if that was on purpose. Really make you pay attention.
Facts don't tell the whole story, or the truth. It's so cliche, but it's the truth about the state this country is in. This school is controlled by the government of another nation. Students here are trained to become elite agents to work for the government. Graduates are assigned to leading positions in the government and promised their life. Some are recruited as Yakumo party members. Those selected
Yakumo.
become key players in the intelligence war. In other words, they have the capability to spark some fires in the United States. That's the job of a Yakumo party member.
Yakumo. I like how he says it. Alright, last one.
Okay, this is it. It's all over. Whoever's listening to this tape, destroy it. A social security code like Eagle doesn't exist. Only the chosen ones are given such codes. Amir is an ace brought out by the Yakumo. He's a dangerous individual everyone fears. And he's standing right in front of me.
Wah, wah, wah.
Incredible. Hey, Mir.
Well, goodbye, Hulbert. You did your duty as best as you could. Alright. Your surname. Can you type on the keyboard, I wonder? Oh, okay, I didn't think so. Your student ID. I'm going to need to look at the chat for that. I remember this being the first time I had to write down codes like for a game. And there was something about having to like physically write on paper, which was interesting to me. It gave it almost like a meta feeling that I had to like, because these are hard numbers to try to remember in your head. All this, not just if it was one code, but like that's all this bits of information. Uh-oh, did I write that down wrong? 004. Oh, this, no. 0048 015. There we go. Poof, I wrote it wrong. Alright, this is Alabama. Birthday, November 22nd, 1942. Blood type. So this is one, I like that one of these questions is one that you need to infer. You don't get the answer to it. Because they say the mom's blood type is A, the dad's is O. Amir's blood type doesn't make sense. So you figure from that, like, okay, his is B. Fact said, I wonder why they pronounce Amir like Amir. That might have just been that one character, that one voice actor. Because actually, young Harmon says Amir as well, doesn't he? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just how they pronounce it. Father's name. Mark. The weirdest spelling of Catherine ever. Day of death. That one was February 28th. Wait. Amir was one of the two weapons given to Ball to help defeat Yam, meaning driver. Oh, really? Well, Amir is definitely being used as a weapon. God damn it, did I? Maybe I don't need the 0. I just remember, I heard him say April, so I might have put the 0 myself. Oh god, I did something wrong here. Was it not April 28th? Damn it. No one else wrote that down, huh? I'll rewind the footage. Okay, something about this car accident seems fishy. 28th, 1952. Oh, it's April. But I kept putting February for some reason. I even just said April out loud, didn't I? Why did I do that? I was like saying April and then putting February like a big dummy. There we go. Social security code. This is the weird one. His social security code is Eagle. In Japan, this is Elbow, which I always thought was weird. And then when I played Flower, Sun, and Rain, I found out that Elbow is actually the name of like a top secret project. So now it makes me think if there's a connection between the two. And maybe the reason why they changed it for the American version is because Flower, Sun, and Rain wasn't available in the US yet, so it was just kind of weird to make it Elbow, probably. That's my guess. We did it. We've unlocked the gymnasium, where there may or may not be the final boss fight waiting for us. Does it say hallway? That's not a hallway. Alright, here we go. One more little chat with Travis. Can I ask you straight up? Why doesn't Harmon fight? The conspiracy is Harmon's problem. Harmon's linked to this school. I know you can't believe it, but it's the cold hard truth. If you have any trouble, any doubts, go to the gymnasium, but I'm warning you, the truth is too big to even begin to scratch the surface. But Smith, I do believe that you can find the truth. I'm almost sure of it. Because you're on the ground. Mills waits at the hotel. The final battle is not far off. I'm telling you straight up, this is about it for me. I wish you all the luck. And die like a dog, then laugh it off. Die like a dog, then laugh it off. I'll be waiting for you with a grin as wide as the truth. Travis has some of the best quotes. Yeah, so Harmon is like the leader of the group, and he is supposed to have all of the members of the Killer7 like within him, and he could like summon them and change between them and stuff. But he went missing. Garcian, this member right here, he's not really supposed to be a fighter. He's just supposed to be. He talks like he's more of a negotiator. He's like the middleman. He has the ability to resurrect the other Smiths if they die. But other than that, you don't normally fight with him unless you're like forced to. Well, fact, that's something that you don't really learn that until pretty soon. Generally, you're led to believe that Harmon is the one that are holding the personas. I was killed by a three-eyed monster. The big man laughed at me. Then I couldn't move. It was just a simple prank. Nothing to get all angry about. I just wanted a little attention. Mother never looks my way. Daddy ignores me. Don't feel sorry for me. I just had to kill somebody, or I'd die. And it wouldn't end until somebody killed me. I don't dream anymore. So there's nothing more to say. Thanks for finishing me off. Beware of three eyes. Well, it's not a lie that Harmon did absorb the original members of the Killer7 into him, and that was how they operated originally. Here's something you can say without like just revealing the end of the game. All the members of the Killer7 were killed at one point and then resurrected into Harmon as part of his group. But some certain things have been going on that make it seem like there's more to it than that, or maybe things have changed since then. But that was originally how they operated. They were all part of Harmon. They're kind of like stronger, like more dominant versions of the ghost people. Like the ghost people kind of just stick around, they linger fragmented. But the personas are a lot stronger.
The press is gonna be all over this one. The United States cover will be blown.
So this is dirty politics.
The presidential election is in the hands of the Education Ministry. They manipulate the votes and bring forth political leaders.
Who's he?
Greg Nightmare. He was the chairman of Education Ministry.
What a good name for a chairman.
What is United States? What is the purpose of the president?
I'm Japanese. How the hell should I know? Figure it out yourself.
I love that.
There are more important things. Shit. Like finding out who you are.
Garcine's asking these philosophical questions about like America, what is America, what's politics. I'm Japanese, how the hell should I know? That's like a very appropriate response. What are all those things back there? Because I always thought they were desks. They have to be desks, right? So this is showing all the former principals, and Harmon was one of them. You see right there, Harmon was one of the principals of the school. Way back when. No, you have to be Garcine here. Usually the game finds ways of having you be certain characters at certain times. Like that. Alright, so... that was fast. I mean, the little sound effect when the pants fly off. Dude, this is the most epic boss fight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Dropped golden gun. Okay, well we're gonna need that, obviously. Dane can't handle this. Oh, never mind. I guess we won't need it. Now pay attention, this is the only time you get to see their death animations, really. So, appreciate it. Because they're really good death animations. And there's a different animation for if you die from behind or from the front, too. Okay, maybe Kaede could pick it up. Kaede can't handle this. Stop! Don't come any closer! Okay, maybe Kevin. He doesn't usually use guns, but... Kevin can't handle this. Uh-oh. Kevin has the best death animation. Well, you see, these guys are very powerful, and Coyote can't handle this, and our weapons aren't being very effective. Usually they have weak points, but it ain't happening. Oof, that was a fast drop. Han, you could do it, right? Han can't handle this. I love these death animations. I really wish you could have seen them more. Okay, Mask has got it. He's the only one left. You can't even change to Garcian unless you're at a TV room. Mask can't handle this. Well, I guess we're screwed. You can make the game like have severe slowdown if you keep shooting them a lot. Oof. I guess that's it. We're done. We can't do it. Oh, hang on. Surely not Garcian. Golden Gun revived. Not obtained. Revived. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Oh, that takes care of that. Personally, you just would not explode. There's the moon. They know it's a pseudo game. So normally Garcian would revive the Smiths. Usually if one dies, you go to the nearest Harmon room and then you use Garcian to come out and revive them. But right there, they just all die and you don't get to revive them. So it's like, apparently we lost them. Garcian is the most epic of the game. Pretty much, but you don't know that until the end of the game. He seems like he's not meant to be a fighter. There's some chill noises coming from over here, you may have noticed. But we don't need to worry about that. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, I can press right again. Where'd that happen? Oh, never mind. Shouldn't say anything. Time to save. No Harmon. So, remember what that mysterious guy said in the top of the hotel? I don't know if you were there, Ghost. But he said, once you get closer to the truth, come back. So we did get closer to the truth. We're realizing some things here. So now we're gonna go back to the Union Hotel. We should make you a BRB card that's just the door to the Forbidden Room, and you play the screaming sound. That could be pretty good. That's actually one of the audio files in the Steam folder. You'll see in a minute, Ghost. It's a little harder. The bloody battle in the Hotel Union. The final order. So this won't take very long. I feel like it's Edo. Edo is voiced by Robin Atkin Downs, by the way. I had forgotten about that.
Ah, I hope you had a pleasant day, sir.
Does a great job. He didn't sound anything
Enjoy your stay.
like him. Garcian just takes it. Alright, so now Bloodstain. All the places that we found these soul shells the first time we came to this hotel, now there's bloodstains. Sorry for asking so many questions. Oh no, don't worry. Like, this is a very confusing game, even if you kind of know what's happening anyways. Check this out. That wasn't very nice. You know what's funny? I don't think you're supposed to be able to see his face there, but since this is extra widescreen because of the port, they showed his face. I don't remember you being able to see his face right away. I feel like that kind of ruins it a bit. Why would they do that? I don't know if I've ever, like, if we go to, like, any Harmon room now, we can no longer change personas.
Don't make me say it again.
It's the kind of game that holds up very well with multiple playthroughs, so don't let seeing the ending put you off to trying it yourself. Yeah, exactly. I agree 100%. The first time I played this game, I had no idea what was going on for the most part, and the second time I played it, I still had no idea what was going on. Like every time you play it, you realize more things. This chapter is really simple. You just go from room to room, analyzing these bloodstains. Hey, look, it's Khan. What's he doing? Well, so messed up. He's chilling there, looking out the window, probably listening to music, just completely vulnerable. The first guy down there, by the way, was Kevin. That's something that I didn't catch the first time, because he doesn't look like himself. He's dressed up as a bellhop, which assume means that he was disguising himself. But yeah, the first guy, the bellhop that got killed at the start was actually Kevin. I love how these hallways look so much. Yeah, that was Kevin, and then Khan. We're seeing flashbacks of all the Smiths getting killed right here, basically. There's another one. Another blood stain. We see a mask right there, so that's Mask Day Smith. That's so dirty. He's taking a shower. Give my guy a break. Well, the Smiths were the personas, the personalities. When you say who they are, it's kind of hard to explain because there's a lot of different aspects to that. They were assassins. That's basically like the Killer7 is a group of 7 assassins. That's kind of the general idea. Another blood stain. So Kaede apparently heard what was going on, and she's actually running for it. Yeah, their backstories do hold special meaning to the story, which you'll see in a bit. Assuming you mean these flashback situations. Like like I said, it's really hard to explain the story to this game because there's a lot of layers to it. Generally, all you need to know right now is that this is showing the members how they were killed at this hotel like years ago. The whistling guy is whistling a bop, yeah, true. Oh look, it's Mills. Did everything get cleaned up? Darcy, I'm glad you're okay. It was the last promise. Anyway, I'll keep the explanation short. Most ballot booths are at schools. That's true. The education ministry is in charge of the schools. The results of the election is rigged from the start. The election. Voting is just for show before votes are counted. The education ministry does a switcheroo. The biggest magic trick on earth. In other words, the most powerful man in the country is the education secretary. But a Japanese put him out. The dog bit back at its owner. Revenge for being left for dead. Dude, they predicted Left 4 Dead. This is big trouble. Corrupt officials are at a loss. The country has been revealed for what it is, a monster. But will anything change? Do you expect some revolution? Well, a dog can't do shit. Has a dying country ever created anything worth its salt? Go and meet them. They're waiting up above. Trust my words. I wouldn't do you wrong. Hurry, Garci. See, I think Mills got close to unveiling all this stuff. That kind of got him in deep water. Imagine if this is what's literally happening in real life. It's pretty trippy to think about. Like, it's... Yeah, I guess if you had control over those ballot booths, like if you were a higher up in the education administration, you know, maybe you could rig votes. Like, I'm surprised Suda would knows that much about how American politics works. Look at someone's fighting back. It's Coyote. Oh no, the mirror. His underwear. That's like that old school, like, Japanese style underwear. I feel like Coyote was like lived in Japan at some point, despite being, I think he's Puerto Rican. Just because he has like that Japanese delinquent style to him. Damn, they got him, my boy. Sneaked up on him. Is that what it's called? Bancho? Because he's got like the haircut. And he's kind of got like his I feel like the way like his clothes are kind of styled after it a bit too. Bloody chair.
So, you must be the one they call the Bloody Heartland. You here to kill the Smiths, is that it? Rule of thumb, don't set your goals too high. What do you want? Who do you want, huh?
You.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, who was that in the flashback? Yeah, I'm positive that you're not supposed to see. I think that first scene where he's killing Kevin, the widescreen goes too far, and you see Garcian's face. It gives it away too quickly. That's actually really bad. But luckily, Ghost didn't notice. Because that's supposed to be the reveal right there. I mean, you already can maybe think it might be going in that direction, but I feel like for a lot of people, you're just so overwhelmed by not necessarily overwhelmed, but you're already not exactly sure what's going on in a lot of aspects that you may not be thinking. You may not be keen in on exactly everything, so it can throw you off in that case. Like, I could definitely see how people would figure that out already, but I think there's also people who wouldn't figure that out until that point. Just because there's a lot of things to figure out in this game, so maybe they're focusing more on other parts to it. Why the glum face? What happened? Garcia, don't cry. That ain't like you. The last thing I want to see is you crying, Garcia. It just don't feel right. I see. I realized it after I was killed. I can see through your mask into your heart. Garcia, what's this emotion I now see? Tears of sadness? Or of hate? Tears of joy? Or of loneliness? Or mercy? I really have no idea. Except that I've never seen tears like those. The only way to wipe those tears away is to overcome the past, or even kill it, perhaps? A person doesn't get into this line of work without a complicated past. Enter the final room. Meet with him. Then you can get on with things. Times are tough for both of us. I'll be waiting for you. In my new sleek on my side of the world. Actually, goddammit, you mentioned milk ice cream, and now there's a milk-shaved ice demon showing up in my game. Oh, that's funny. I sort of kind of gathered what was happening. I don't know why. I think I saw the suit in one of the flashbacks. It kind of made sense in my brain. Yeah, the first flashback showed, like, you could see Garcian in his suit and everything. I don't think you're supposed to see that. But in the port of the game, they made the cutscenes extra widescreen, which once in a while gets a little goofy. Alright, here we go. We're ready to meet with the mysterious people. It's not the same gun sound effects as Garcian. Garcian has a silenced gun. Oh, never mind. The golden gun is not silenced. His normal gun you have through most of the game is a silenced pistol, though. It's very quiet.
Naturally, I found myself being led to this place.
Long journey, but it ends here, Garcian. No, I think it's time I called you by your real name, Emir Parkreiner.
Emir?
Allow me to introduce myself.
Well, he said Emir.
My name's Harmon Smith. I'm the man you saw in your past.
Look, it's Harmon.
Do you remember?
But he's not old.
Where 6 people were murdered in this hotel? You must have seen it yourself. Because you were the killer. The assassin, Emir Parkreiner, was the ace of aces. Who would have thought the killer was a mere 13?
Plus random guy you never get explained.
It was a deliberate crime, targeted toward the Smith Alliance.
I kind of know who that is, though.
It consisted of 7 members, but the leader wasn't included in the 7. Later investigations found his dead body inside a safe of a school. The investigative unit called them
inside a
the
safe
Killer
at the
7.
school.
But the whole affair was never made public.
And what does the Forbidden Room look like in Garcian's trailer but the inside of a safe? Coincidence?
Unfortunately, a curse brought upon you by old traditions.
I don't even think I brought that connection until this playthrough. And this is like, I played through this game
your every move.
Like
from the second when I first took
probably
you
like
in
7 times at this point or something.
You were one of the very few assassins with class, but you were out of control. Still, there was something venerable about you. Then it occurred to me, you were no longer a mortal being. Within you, ever so quietly, evil had opened its eyes.
So what he was just saying right now, Amir Park Reiner, who was him, he was only 13 years old, and he killed all the Smith members, and then he killed the leader, which would be Harmon, and he was stuffed inside the locker at the school, who he used to be the principal. But he also used to be Garcian's teacher, so he was presumably training him. So when Garcian looks into the safe, which he knew the combination to, he gets the cut on his forehead. It starts bleeding once he looks inside the safe, and you don't know what that means at the moment, and you may not realize what that means until the second time you're playing, but I'm going to bring that up because you'll see here in a second. Oh yeah, that guy who was with Harmon, his name is Dimitri. He was Harmon's very first persona. Like he was the first person kind of to join what would be his Killer7. And he was like his personal bodyguard, basically. Like he was just like a really powerful killer. There is no information on him whatsoever in this game. You would only know that if you read outside information, like the Hand in Killer7 book. That was the only reason why I know that. But it's funny that they decide to have him in the game and he just isn't explained at all, but there he is. With a young Harmon who also isn't really explained. There's like so many mysteries in this game that... But the cool thing is like I feel like the more you put together, like the more and more it does make sense. Like when you first play this game, it feels like a lot of things must be random. But then you realize like it isn't random. It's not just random for the sake of random or weird for the sake of weird. And a lot of like there is like actual thought put behind a lot of this. But anyways, the Forbidden Room.
What took you so long?
Nice view, isn't it?
It's different. Time here is warped.
To finish this game peacefully is my last wish.
Guess that won't happen. We've been interrupted again.
Has another come to surface?
A sight for sore eyes.
Haven't seen you around for a long time.
Come in.
Please.
Jesus. So this is that's another confusing scene that there's like theories about that. Because the way they're talking is so enigmatic, but you can kind of guess a couple things. So that was Harmon and Kunlun playing chess again. And someone walks in, which it seems like it would be Garcian. But Garcian doesn't have an automatic weapon. That couldn't have been Garcian. Plus, the way they were talking about the person, when Garcian walked in, they were like freaking out, remember? When whoever that was walked in, they were talking like, oh, it's you, oh, hey. Has another come to surface? What could that mean? Who has a gun that could do that exactly? Which is like another just like crazy thing to me that you'll see a bit later. It's not like Garcian couldn't pick up a Tommy gun if he wanted. Yeah, but I feel like there's a reason for that. It's not just that the whole like has another come to surface, haven't seen you for a while. They're acting like differently than when Garcian walked in. The only like I feel like the machine gun is supposed to be a hint, which is funny because you only can make that connection through gameplay later. Anyways, what's going on up here? The game treats guns very intentionally. Yeah, I think so. So looks like a little Garcian, doesn't it? Or an Amir, maybe I should say. And look at, he has a third eye. Let's shoot it. Why not? The eye is closing. Like the full moon. Got the golden gun. Looking in a mirror. Ugh.
No, it wasn't me. It can't be. It's all a misunderstanding.
I think this is kind of the real twist right here. Like, you know Garcian killed him at this point, but this is where it's like, it's all their weapons. So Garcian was, this is where it's kind of revealed that Garcian was the host for all the personas the entire time and Harmon wasn't. Probably after he killed them. But I don't know if it's like... Ghost, it's okay. Don't panic. It's okay. Don't worry. There may be a little more after these credits. Don't leave the theater just yet. Yeah, poor Garcian is just completely, he had no idea that whole time. So he killed the Killer7. He tried to kill himself. Earlier in the game, Travis says something about, didn't the chief find you on the rooftop or something? And that's when he like did some. There's a lot of like little important information that's like just split up in these little bits all over the game. And this is why a lot of people want the extended version of Killer7 to maybe get some more information. Green Sleeves was the name of the song he was whistling, I think. Smokey's Gun Factory. Development by Grasshopper Manufacture Incorporated. It's such a weird name. I remember, like, I was such a dumb kid, I wasn't, like, reading the dev stuff properly on, like, the screens. And I thought that Grasshopper Manufacture was a band. I thought that was the name of the band who did the music for the games. When I first played Killer7 and No More Heroes, and then I learned how to like read, and I realized that was actually the dev group. Will it explain why Garcian tried to kill himself, or why he reacted so strongly to seeing that he killed them? Well, Garcian had, when he tried to kill himself, he messed up his, he lost that memory, like all of those memories were sealed away. And he was like given a new identity. Fact that I think Garcian Amir was kind of disgusted with himself, what he was becoming. Yeah, I think that's definitely part of it as well. Like, young Harmon was saying that like evil was awakening inside of him. He had become more than a human. There's a recurring theme in Grasshopper games of like this ability to like ascend past being immortal. And they almost always come in connection to the eyes. Usually it's a silver eye. That's like a huge part of the silver case, is like, if you obtain a silver eye, then you've kind of like ascended as a human. In this one, it's interesting because instead Amir had 3 eyes. And you may see something else here in a second that also relates to the eyes. I like that little nervous laugh when it counts up all the smiles. That wonderful smile is gone for eternity. Yeah. Yeah, the major, like, Grasshopper... Yeah, there's a thing called a Kill the Past universe, where a lot of Grasshopper games are in a connected universe, yeah. It's called the Kill the Past. Well, generally, and it's funny because before Kill the Past was more like games that were connected thematically. This theme of killing the past, or like, yeah, I mean killing the past. In this game, the Kill the Past comes in that Garcian was trying to kill his past. He was trying to forget it and be a new person. And other games in the Kill the Past all generally they visit that theme to one degree or another. But now it's been confirmed since Travis Strikes Again that like pretty much all, like most of these games are like really connected. Some of them like not super connected, but just kind of for fun, I guess. Yeah, Killer7, No More Heroes, Silver Case, and Flower, Sun, and Rain. Yeah, those ones probably the strongest threads for sure. Because stuff like Shadows of the Damned is apparently... Well, it is connected too, but it just hasn't really been visited. It hasn't really been like shown that much yet. Was the one game you played a while ago where it had to do with the moon and sword fighting part of this universe? Yeah, that's Killer is Dead, and that is connected to this universe. It's not it's not something that's been strongly crossed over with, but yeah, that is technically part of the same universe. Oh, what's this? I love this trick. The chapters line up perfectly, so it's like, oh, that's the last chapter, there's no more. And then this pops up on the side. This is like every single thing about this game, I love it. Like, they're just constantly subverting your expectations. But also it's a flag. Instead of, usually it's your enemy target. Alright. Lion. This is kind of like an epilogue. It's a very, very short chapter. It won't take very long. We still got the real moon. I was also thinking, Fac, during the alter ego chapter, where you fight the handsome men, I feel like there's a reason why there are so many anime cutscenes in that one, and I think that might connect the destruction of Battleship Island in the North Pacific. Showdown. 3 years later, after all that other stuff. Sorry, let me just get this out of the way. Who is this? As you can see, Garcian, or Amir at this point, has changed. He has two green eyes, and his outfit is completely different. And I don't know what this means. I don't think this is ever touched on, really, aside from what we can just guess. I think he's just awakened. Like, he's Amir again at this point. Oh, did you notice that that was the car from the Almeida chapter? Which I think Mills gets a hold of, and then suddenly it ends up with Garcian. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you can't scan for the smiles anymore because we don't have the vision ring.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
But you can auto-lock on, which helps a lot. Emerald. True. True, Emerald. Yeah, his eyes being a different color is definitely significant. I don't think it's random because that's just a very recurring element to Grasshopper games, that eyes of some sort resembling like an awakening of, or like power. It's crazy, like fighting Heaven Smiles invisible. Anyways, what I was saying about the alter ego chapter with the handsome man, I feel like because like almost every cutscene in that is anime, maybe even every cutscene is anime in that chapter. I feel like that has a connection with like Garcian's delusions, because that's the only chapter where you see all the Smiths together, which you shouldn't be able to, knowing what we know now. And then you also at the end you realize that it's Garcian just talking with Love, who's like one of the co-creators of the Handsome Men. I don't know, but it's just something that I was thinking of. I feel like even when I first played the game, I had this like subtle feeling that the fact that that is true. The final scene with Garcia and Love is also anime. That's true. Even like without knowing exactly why, there definitely seemed to be something to the fact that that whole chapter is animated cutscenes, and then there's no more animated cutscenes after that throughout the whole rest of the game. Like it almost felt like, okay, time to get serious. Like we've had our fun in Fantasyland, and now it's time to like really see what's going on. Like it feels like that's what that means, if anything. Even like the first time I played that, I remember just feeling that way. Like how so many. What's this? Oh, the middle door. Finally. I like how the game tricks you into thinking you'll never get to actually do it, and then it's in the sneaky epilogue chapter. Oh, all the Smiths have a different catchphrase they say when they kill an enemy, when they get like a critical shot. Garcian's just happens to be son of a bitch. So that's why he's saying it. This part can actually be pretty hard if you don't realize it to use the auto lock on. Oh, who's this? It's Matsuken. This is another part of the story. It's almost separate from Garcian's personal story in a way, because like I said, there's a lot of layers to the game. But Matsuken is basically the leader of the remaining radical Japanese political party. Japan's been pretty much wiped out. They have like a small amount of people left. And it was kind of the US's fault because they didn't step in to protect them when they were hit by a missile strike. And Matsuken is not happy about that. And also Matsuken was influenced by Kunlan, who's like the main antagonist of the game. He was kind of put under his influence in one way or another. Anyways, here's him.
You boys are almost done. You don't need to go around killing everybody anymore. The last of the Heaven Smiles is in the back. The big boss.
The big boss.
If you do him, then it means you've eradicated all of them. No more terrorism. Hail to the free world. But I wonder, what'll become of you guys if terrorism is the law of nature? You know, you should kill me now, because you don't want us hanging around, know what I mean? If I'm alive, I'll give you a run for your money. Even an assassin like yourself. Better be prepared, because blood must atone for blood. So, which will you choose? Your own country, or watch our retribution? Your fucking decision.
Alright, so this is kind of the last important decision in the game. This is like the only decision in the game that you can really do that kind of changes some kind of outcome. Should we kill Matsukin or let him live? And I can let you guys decide, because, you know, either way for me. Is that similar to Guilty Gear? What do you got? What does everyone think? Should I do a poll? Let's see here. There you go. Banana says consume. Chris myself said everything's in Garcian's head. One vote for kill him. I'll wait like 10 more seconds and then whatever wins. Alright. Looks like most people want to kill him. Okay, yeah. Alright, we'll do it. He's kind of the bad guy, yeah. In a sense. But at the same time, it's not his, like... his country got annihilated. How can you really blame him that he's upset about it? But, the votes say this. There he goes. Goodbye, Matsukin. Anyway, for whatever reason, look where this leads to. It's a Harmon room. Harmon is laying on the ground. And what's up with this outfit? I can't aim my gun anymore right now. Like, it looks like he's wearing an orderly outfit, wouldn't you say? Like, he looks kind of like an orderly in a hospital. I don't know what this means. I don't know why he's laying here. I don't know why he's dressed like that. Maybe one theory is that he was taking care of Garcian, and in Garcian's delusions it was the other way around. Like, I really have no idea. We know that there's more than one Harmon. So it could be that this was yet another version of Harmon. I actually never hear anyone talk about this specific little thing right here. And they want you to look at it. Like, that is a very specific focus. They're like, yeah, look at this. What does this mean? That's just Stewart taking a nap, but he's wearing a Harmon mask. If we check the TV out, nothing. The blood bank is closed. Channel B, my favorite channel. Did the game ever explain why Japan got blown up? I don't know if they ever explained who shot the missiles, honestly. They were being blamed for the Heaven Smile attacks. That's possible because the Heaven Smile were infesting parts of the world. They were a problem that was growing, and the Killer7 were trying to take care of it. But the main thing is that the US kind of betrayed Japan because they were supposed to protect them and they didn't. Anyways, we've been in the Forbidden Room, but we've never been to the basement. So I'm kind of wondering... Oh! Who's that? Familiar looking red bodysuit. Looks very familiar. Someone who's usually not running around without a string holding him up in the air. Iwazaru, what are you doing? It's the only enemy that doesn't die from one shot from the golden gun. The Last Heaven Smile. And it's Kunlan. Another, like, what? Kunlan was Uwazaru the whole time? What is this? What? Oh. Alright, now we're gonna see what the results of our decision. Let's see what resulted in killing Matsuken. Japan destroyed in 2014 in an attack by the United States. So what little remained of Japan, we just blew it up. Because Matsuken wasn't there to do anything about it. He was like their one like leader left at that point. And we got rid of him. So I hope you guys are happy. Japan is no more. So yeah, Kunlan being Iwazaru the whole time is really confusing as well. It's so sneaky because Iwazaru's eyes are sewn shut. So you can't... Kunlan has very distinct red eyes. And he's also wearing like a mask. Oh, Christmas Elf was the one who voted to let him live. You want to know what happens if you let him live? It's actually a very similar cutscene. Instead, the U.S. goes under attack by Japan, by the remaining Japanese forces. So either way, no matter what you choose, it's not a good ending for somebody. Does that mean there's less rice in the world? Maybe, I don't know. So we did it. We got rid of the Last Heaven Smile, which happened to be Kunlan Iwazaru. Shanghai, 100 years later. Why not? I like how they left this 4x3 out of everything. Uh-oh. This would look familiar if you played the first chapter of the game. And there he goes. Oh. Best song in the game. You're awake.
You're awake from your nightmare.
Harmon, the world won't change. All it does is turn. Now,
let's dance. Written, design, directed by Suda51. He waited till the very actual last moment. The end, question mark, still. Which, so, that there, which is the actual final ending, which, that was another thing when I was playing this game, how it kept seeming like it was going to end, and then it just kept going, and it just kept going. I think that ending is basically saying no matter what happens in the short term, Harmon and Kunlan are just going to keep on with their game of chess forever. No matter what country they're in, no matter what pieces they happen to be using, like, there is this overarching plot of Harmon and Kunlan being these two gods that are constantly fighting each other or playing with each other, because they also allude to being friends, which is a weird part. Like, they're friends but they're enemies, and it ties in with one of the main themes of the game, which is yin and yang, east versus west, conflict of order versus chaos. Yeah, order and chaos. And I don't even think it's something like West always has to mean this and East always has to mean this. It's just like another example of like the two contrasts or whatever. It's even interesting that Harmon is like the good guy, but his specialty is destruction. Like he has like an armor-piercing rifle. And Kunlan's the bad guy, but his specialty is creation. He creates the Heaven Smile. Which I think is interesting too. Like, you wouldn't think it would go that way. Godzilla vs. Kong, yeah. And then we come back to the title screen. Wait, why isn't it red? The Killer7 logo's red. Everyone knows that. What's happening here? And that's because it's Killer 8. We've unlocked Killer 8. So every time someone jokes... No, sometimes it's not even a joke. I've seen people say, I hope they make a Killer 8. Like, dude, did you play the original game? Because there is a Killer 8 already. It's right here. It's not trademarked, though, apparently. So I'm gonna go into Killer 8 just briefly, because there is something that is good to see. Before I do that, though, I just want to show the difficulty music. You're on normal. Pretty good. And then you go to deadly. Gets more intense. And you have to go to Killer 8 mode, which is the hardest difficulty. And... a new personality will awaken. So this is the hardest difficulty, but it also, like it says, a new personality awakens. If you finish Killer 8, you get Killer 9. Funny that you say that. That's another joke. Actually, if you finish Killer 8, you unlock Hopper 7. Which I didn't... it just seemed like the most random thing in the world. What? Hopper 7? And then I learned later Grasshopper was the name of the team who made it. Jay, with how often you forget things about games you're actively playing, I feel like you can't criticize people for don't remember the title. Look, that was a life-changing moment for me, Fact, when I finished the game and the title screen changed to Killer 8. I don't know how anyone would forget that. I don't know, like that's crazy to me. But anyways, we're just gonna boot up the first mission real quick on Killer 8 mode so you guys can see something significant. Originally, I was gonna play through this on Killer 8 mode, but then Steam lost my save data for some reason. Like, the cloud didn't have it backed up or whatever. I don't know. I should probably just skip this. We don't need to see the intro again. Destroy the Heaven Smile headquarters and capture the chief alive. Because it is a single moment in a game filled with many moments. But it happens right at the very end. That's like forgetting the ending to a movie. I guess if it's like a really forgettable movie, maybe that's possible.
You don't want to go any further.
Alright, so notice there's a 7th choice here. Harmon. Young Harmon. And also notice the type of weapon he uses. Where else in this game did we see someone using an extremely powerful automatic weapon like this? Yeah, so that's like your one hint, I feel like, that, oh, it was young Harmon who killed them. And then knowing that, or having that in mind when you hear their dialogue, has another awakened. And there's like the whole concept of there being multiple Harmons. I don't know, like there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, but I mean that's it. That's maybe one day I'll play through Killer 8 mode. Another come to the surface, is that what it was? Haven't seen you in a while. Is there no way to quit to the main menu from here? I thought there was on the... Oh, there we go. But yeah, that's Killer7. That's probably my favorite game of all time. Maybe one day we'll get the extended version Killer7 Plus. All they gotta do is add a little plus to the title. I think it's the perfect name. I'm gonna keep saying that until it manifests into reality. But yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone for joining. I'll probably play more Pikmin next time. We finished 2 games today. That's awesome. Actually, I got another game in the mail that I might also start playing soon. Why plus? Because it's the extended version. Why not Killer7 Director's Cut? Because I just feel like Killer7 is a very clean name. It's already one word. Like, it's not one word, but it's like stylized as one word, like Killer7. So I feel like just adding a plus on there just looks nice with that in mind. I guess they could do Director Cut or whatever, but I don't know. I think Killer7 Plus would look nice. But, alright.